was thinking just in my simple brain, I'm like, I'm a simple man, I'll take Alistair here. But the Heimerdinger is actually the big brain play that you mentioned, and it does so well for similar reasons, but it is just so impactful in lane.
Oh, not going to be the case. It's the more subdued, give him the door strategy.
It is going to...
I would have liked the Heimer. To start this one off, eyes are going to be glued to him. Let's jump onto the Rift for game one, making sure it all works out. I mean, Teddy was, I guess, assuming that... Okay, never mind. Closer is once again going to...
Things are going to miss!
Ult forward. And the Keeper's Verdict did nothing. But that's fine. Sylvie going to keep himself safe. Dundun might be in trouble, but he goes all out. He just collects Willa, who is going to be smashed to the other side of the pit. And now Liv Sandbox in a really rough position. Emperor's Divide's fantastic. 2 dead as Nongshim will lose Dundun, but I think he might have done his job. The Steadfast Presence coming down. Peter getting stuns left and right, but Closer, he'll land that one. It's a double kill for Clear, who is still at full health, wondering who to eat next. Look at this crocodile.
We'll lose a lot of CS. Look at that gold diff.
Oh dear, Peter in trouble, as that is a heroic charge. Decent one there. Sylvie gives him the thumbs up. Oh, he misses, but it doesn't matter. Teddy is still dead. He survives for a long time, but Willa, he twisted advances the ultimate, and that is going to kill the Azir. Sylvie could be in trouble, but he's also Poppy, so he's actually going to be totally fine. Clear comes down, but it's not actually going to result in anything. Still, Liv Sandbox, they move over towards this Drake.
That's true.
It's not really the Dundun way. Is Willa immediately flashes away from Peter here. Doesn't want to mess around with this rel whatsoever. As Clear is now going to get all out it. He does Dominus, but he might be biting off more than he can chew. And he can chew a lot because he's a crocodile. As Kazante almost dies, but Clear trying to go for it does not work out. 1 versus 4 probably not going to happen, as the arrow is going to sail through. Fiesta could be caught out, as he does get himself over the wall. The Unbound Soul's going to have to be returned to, but it is exactly when he wants it to, as there's Chains of Corruption landing onto Willa. This game is chaotic as all heck, and I am here for it. Chains of Corruption has the highest accuracy. And if you told me about that was going to be the case, when never mind, I'm just going to hold that thought for a moment. Dundun going all out. They are going to be able to take down the Yone very comfortably here, and Sylvie kind of running the map on his Poppy today.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to, he's thinking about it.
Yeah, Closer is spotted as well. He's making his way in. There's an arrow. It will be able to land onto Jiwoo, who just takes it, presses the cleanse button, is now Nature's Grasp going to come through. Clear has already Dominused, and he's now looking for that flank angle. Oh man, this could be the Crocodile's moment. As now Fiesta, he does have Emperor's Divide to get rid of him. But Clear's Dominus is actually going to wear off. He does dive forward, and there's the ult from the Yone, but it's not as good as the incredible ult from Sylvie, who just gets rid of everyone. He's going to secure the Drake. They take down Teddy. Poppy looking absolutely fantastic, as Willa going to get jumped on top of. Heroic Charge going to push him into the wall, and he will need to flash. There is the Nature's Grasp as well, as Kyle not going to be able to offer anything to this tree. Willa trying desperately to stay alive, but it's not going to work out. Now Closer diving onto Jiwoo here, but he's just going to get pushed away. The defensive play not quite good enough though, as Closer will be able to get on top of the Varus in the end. So jungler for 80 carry. Sandbox going to have to be all right with that. Just a little bit for the moment. Does mean we can take a little bit of stock, as I say that. Arrow is just going to pierce the side of the map there, and will continue to sail around Runeterra. He can, but there is a Keeper's Verdict that they have to pay attention to. And now, there it is. It's being charged up. Nature's Grasp is too good. They dive on in there, but the Baron is going to be secured by Jiwoo. The tree is going to go down. Emperor's Divide is decent, as Clear's in the bouncy castle, but he goes golden. He's trying to stay alive. Closer whiffs the ultimate yet again. Clear is still up. He's going to get smashed into the wall, though. He should be taken down. Teddy's dead as well. Nongshim, they'll take the Baron. They won't keep their Varus alive, but I think otherwise it's looking pretty good. Also, the Drake wasn't secured by Closer for how that one was done, as he's now back into the Drake pit and dead.
All right.
His soul is very unbound.
We are revoking his Yone license. We're revoking it. I'm actually calling the department. I mean, I don't know exactly the context of this when it came out of a replay, but maybe looking for a deep steal, let's say.
I'm going to guess that Nongshim started the Drake.
Things would have been very different, but Willer having an uncharacteristically off game, speaking of.
Yeah, there's the crash down from Peter. The ulti goes completely wide from Kyle, and that means yet again in the same position. The Keeper's Verdict is available still as Baron's going down extraordinarily quickly. They need to keep the Poppy out of the pit. Clear is pretty massive with Sandbox a little bit split, but there's the ulti from Closer. Not a whole lot of value, but his soul is unbound. He goes back. The GA is going to keep him alive as Clear is going to return to the fight now. Peter looking for that flank angle. But Nongshim now they don't have the keeper's verdict.
Yeah, they do not, but this Baron is... I don't
Oh
think
no, Closer is going to get caught out. Peter's just going to jump on top of him. Teddy is free hitting, but he's not doing a massive amount of damage. And Cassante is Cassanteing. It's gigantic amounts of work here for Denden.
But I mean, I don't know if that was a Liv Sandbox fan or
Yeah, I don't know. It could be neither. It could be
it
neither.
sums up the state of the game, doesn't it? And,
Oh dear. Well, Clear
that's
is
a GA probably.
Yeah, he's going to try and fight Fiesta here as Jiwoo is going to come over, and unfortunately Clear, sometimes you want the popcorn chicken, is he's going to flash on top of Jiwoo, and it's not going to do anything there. He fully charged up his Rage Blade. I don't know, Liv Sandbox, they're going to go for it again. The answer is more fighting, as Emperor's Divide is going to be used onto Closer. Sterix pops, but it's just not going to work. Jiwoo stays alive, he's kiting, he's trying to make it work. In goes Fiesta, just takes down Peter. Clear diving into the backline, but he doesn't have GA anymore. He has to try and slice and dice his way to freedom, but Denden, the angry bee, is after him. There's the flash forward. He finds no buttons that are going to land, but you know what he's doing? He's making sure that the Renekton can't do anything. He's going to give him the old thumbs up. And yeah, now the minions are going to block him. This is a very strange situation. Meanwhile, the game is ending.
It's ending.
Oh, that was cute from Clear though.
Yoinked.
As now Jonas Strong is going to have to go back to the Nexus falling down. And Nongshim, they will take game one. I want another one like that though, Wolf. That was a lot of fun.
Paused it at like, you know, look at the goal difference here. You paused it at like 13, 15 minutes. You're like, okay, Liv Sandbox are crushing this one, right? You fast forward a few team fights and then you're like, oh man, like they must have been really crushed in the early game, right? Not actually. It's just that the front-to-back team fights for the side of Nongshim here were so clean. Sylvie was always practicing.